this defense does on this drive. On play action, McCarthy. And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man to... The Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this to the 32. The numbers for Jones last week, 14 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
19 Tiger. Here we go.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now. Well, thanks to their punter, this defense has been set up in a really nice spot with the offense pinned back against their own end zone. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back? This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They run it here with Oliver. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Jones on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 20. We are in the 1st quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now McCarthy. That one complete to Naylor. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go, shot.
Looking to throw McCarthy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Shamar Stewart able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. There it goes a 19. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Pressure comes and down he goes. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the air with McCarthy. Open man is Naylor. He's got it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. No bottle about fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with our avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's McCarthy. In trouble, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
McCarthy gets set to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll come as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's Jones on the return. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown. The Vikings now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
So how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now, Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
19.
Thielen going to go in motion right. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting... The Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here we go, set. Huh.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready?
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this right upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down at 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. McCarthy operating from the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
2nd and 11. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. This offense on 3rd down today, pretty anemic, very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And some room to work. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the 4th quarter. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for us Vikings. First down.
Here's a give to Jones running left. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, no, it's incomplete. It's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been... Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, but no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Back to throw. McCarthy setting up the screen. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. Oh, a heck of a move. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the... The Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Open here, Adam Thielen. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Joseph Osai able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.